Alright, NERFneros here. Welcome back to the channel. We're going to be covering round 3 of YCS LYON. It's going to be a KASHTIRA mirror match. And I already watched this feature match, but I mean, we're going to cover it. It was an interesting mirror match. It's currently 6 in the morning for me. It's pretty early, so excuse me if my voice sounds a little tired. We got Henry B versus Max Van N. I think one of these players is, I think he is a national winner. I'm not sure. I'm not really familiar when it comes to players. Okay. It's going to start off with KASHTIRA Birth. Henry B is going first, as you can see, obviously. So Birth's going to be activated. He's going to normal summon the KASHTIRA Tier Elements, or Tier Elements KASHTIRA. He's going to chain Shifter here. Okay. Shifter's going to be chained. You can see he has an Ash, the opponent. He's going to mill a Lava Golem, Rise Heart, and Ash. And they're going to get banished because of Shifter. So he was just trying to banish, I guess, a KASHTIRA monster. I'm assuming for the Birth. And now he's going to activate the Theosis. It's going to be met with Ash. Okay. And then Theosis effect, when it gets banished, you get to add a banished KASHTIRA monster. So he's going to add back the Rise Heart. And he's activating the Rise Heart from hand to special summon. Let's see what he does next. I mean, I'm going to assume he's going to attempt to activate the effect to banish, but I mean, to make it level 7. So he's going to do that. That's his second summon right there. He's going to banish the Fenrir. Now he's going to use Birth effect to summon Fenrir, and then Fenrir effect to search. And then he's going to banish 3 face down for the effect of Rise Heart. People tend to forget to banish for Rise Heart. And by the way, Rise Heart, the level 4 monster, is a cost to banish from the deck. So after that, I mean, there's no point of actually trying to negate it. The whole point of Rise Heart is to banish, whatever missing target that you had or you need. So you could even banish Theosis and then activate the effect of Theosis to add. If you already used Theosis that turn, like the special summon effect from the deck, and then this deck's really consistent. I like this deck a lot. Anyways, he's gonna overlay all 3 of the monsters he has on board: Rise Heart, Fenrir, and he's gonna make a Rise Heart. It's funny how the main monster and the main deck and the extra deck monster have kind of the similar name. One is a Rise Heart and the other one's Rise Heart. But he's gonna have 3 materials under it. It's gonna pass with that. Seems pretty weak, but it is what it is. He's gonna activate the Planet Wraith. It goes the field spell. Pressured Planet Wraith Self. I don't know. It's fine. So Ash is gonna be chained. Now he's gonna activate Rise Heart to attach. So each time a card gets banished, once per chain, you could attach a banished card from anywhere. Any banished pile, even the face down banished cards you could attach. It's gonna summon Unicorn now. Max Van's gonna summon Unicorn. And I think Henry's gonna think on summon, but I mean, realistically, what would you do here? I don't think you would. I don't think you'd activate it on summon. The Rise Heart to banish. So he's gonna activate the Unicorn effect to search. Henry B's gonna let that go through, and that's gonna be search. It's gonna search Birth. Okay. Interesting. And then there goes the KASHTIRA Tier Elements. It's gonna be summoned down. He's gonna banish a Unicorn from hand. Rise Heart's going to be activated once per chain. He's going to attach a material. He's thinking on what to attach. I mean, I think why not go for the Unicorn, right? To get rid of his banished, pile. Oh, there you go. 2 Lava Golems banished and a Rise Heart. So I feel like I would have attached his Unicorn from his banished pile. So that way he doesn't have it in his banished pile, so he doesn't use it for Birth or whatever if it comes up. Anyways, So now he's gonna use unicorn effect. I think he was trying to attempt to use rise heart again. I'm not sure, but okay. So unicorn. Just looking at his extra deck and that fusion, that rock fusion. It's funny. Okay. I wonder what that's for. I have no idea what that's for, but he's gonna banish a rise heart face down. And now, yep, he's gonna resolve the rise heart to attach the rise heart. I'm gonna be saying rise heart a lot in this match, I guess I'm assuming. Okay. So he hasn't used the effect to banish yet. Interesting enough. He's gonna overlay. Gonna make a big eye. Nice ultimate looking big eye. He's gonna attempt to activate the effect on summon to banish the big eye face down. And then I'm assuming he's going to use Theosis effect to add back Fenrir. Nice, some nice follow-up. And then he's going to attach the Theosis again off of the Arise Heart. So it just loops. It could loop Theosis like multiple times under Shifter. I mean, you're just looping Theosis, and then not even under Shifter, even like with the Rise Heart just being there, because it's a walking macrocosmos. So Birth is going to be activated. He's going to summon Unicorn, then he's going to activate Theosis from hand, summon out the Fenrir. Theosis gets banished. Okay, is he going to forget about using Theosis from the banish pile? And I don't think he forgets. He's going to add back the Fenrir, or Unicorn, I'm sorry. He's adding back Unicorn. And now he's attaching his own Arise Heart into his banish for Arise Heart. Okay. And then here, I think I'm assuming he's going to use the Fenrir if he hasn't used it this turn. Pretty sure he hasn't. Have no idea if he did or not. It looked like he just searched. Okay, but anyways, he's going to summon out the Shangri-La. And then he's going to special summon. I'm assuming he added the Rise Heart with Fenrir. And now he's going to use the effect to banish Big Bang. He's going to bring out a monster under the material of Shangri-La. And he's also going to activate Shangri-La to block a zone. Okay. That summons out Fenrir. Okay. And I'm assuming he's just trying to get more materials off for the Rise Heart. I mean, it's kind of pointless getting more materials. I mean, it's not really going to do much other than you're just adding more materials, but it really doesn't do anything in the end of the day because the Rise Heart's already been used. It's now going to get banished by Fenrir because you just kept activating the Rise Heart. Maybe you should have just not used the Rise Heart there. Could have just not used it. I don't know, to avoid Fenrir banishing it face down. Then Unicorn's gonna get a normal summoned, I assume. I think with Birth. I don't think he's normal summoned yet, so he's gonna normal summon the Unicorn from hand off the Birth. The deck's very strong. Has a lot of beaters, man. Has a lot of beaters. Okay, so let's see what he goes for here. I don't think that's game. It's only, what, 15, 24, 25. That should put him at really low life points, though. 700. And then he's going to use the Fenrir effect to banish face down. Isn't Fenrir once per turn? Is that effect once per turn, the banishing effect? Or am I tripping? Let me look this up. I can't believe, how did he get rid of the Arise Heart earlier? Oh, okay, I see what he did. He actually popped the Arise Heart with the field spell. That was my bad. Okay, I was tripping. All right, never mind. So that's a misplay for me for not paying attention. But he used the field spell, the Planet Wraith, to pop the Arise Heart because he activated Shangri-La effect. But now he's using Shangri-La effect again because he summoned the number 89 Mind Hacker. He overlaid, he banished an extra drag monster. I didn't quite catch up to that yet, but now he's blocking 3 zones. He's banishing more face down cards from his main deck up to the number of banished pile that he has that are face down, obviously, of course. Okay. And then now he's going for an Arise Heart because he activated Shangri-La effect. So you could just overlay on top of any Kashtira monster you control. So I feel like mirror matches is pretty crazy because I think that it's just kind of like a gamble sometimes too, though. I mean, I feel like Change of Heart's pretty good also as well. Just Mind Control, I feel like it could be a good card as well. I think that card's going to be amazing. Enemy Controller definitely as well. Okay, so let's pass back to Henry B. Standby phase, Shangri-La is going to activate. It's going to summon out Fenrir. I feel like if you want to avoid getting Zeused, I feel like you should avoid activating the... If you're playing mirror match, I feel like you should just avoid activating Shangri-La. Let's say he didn't use Shangri-La this turn, so he just passed and he has what he has. And I think this guy, he could have done, he could have overlaid into a Rise Hard way earlier before he made number 89. So he could have had attachments under the Rise Hard, so he could banish a card on the field to avoid getting a Zeus. Because you got to play around Zeus, dude. Zeus is the death of you. If you're playing Kashtira, you got to play around Zeus. And this is exactly what's going to happen. This is what it looks like. He has no way of stopping Zeus. You can tell. There's nothing in his hand. Even if he had Valor, you can't Valor because you're under a Macrocosmos. So there you go. He could summon a Rise Heart, even though he didn't activate a Kashtira Shangri-La. The opponent activated Shangri-La, so you could just summon a Rise Heart on top. It's going to go battle phase, Rise Heart, attack into Fenrir. Gets rid of the Fenrir, it's banished. And then he's going to get a material off of Rise Heart. He's trying to play around the Rise Heart from getting multiple materials. So he's just going to have to drop Zeus main phase 2 immediately. Because if he doesn't, if another card just gets banished, right now, if another card gets banished, he could just attach a material and then banish the Rise Heart. But there goes down the Zeus. The Zeus effect is going to wipe the whole board. You got to be careful when you play this Kashtira deck, man. But I mean, Henry B's left at 700 life points. I mean, if he doesn't have a follow-up after he Zeus's, I mean, it could be game over after this. So Zeus is going to be met onto the board. And now all the zones are cleared. Okay, so he's adding back with Theosis. Because Theosis got banished from the materials that Zeus had. And the Arise Heart was still on field when Zeus was activated, so yeah, okay. So now, I mean, I'm pretty sure he just has a bunch of monsters on board. He can't special summon the Arise Heart. He could normal summon what would have been clean. I think what he could have done, instead of making Zeus, or instead of activating Zeus immediately, no, never mind, he couldn't have done that actually. If there was a way that he had a Birth banished, he could have added that back. If there was a way to banish a Birth, that would have been good. But anyways, Gold Sark's going to be activated. Gold Sarcophagus. No, not Gold Sarcophagus. I'm tweaking. Pot of Prosperity is activated. He's going to banish 6. He's going to reveal the top 6. I was thinking about Gold Sarcophagus for some reason right now. I don't know if that'd be a decent tech, but I don't think so. I mean, I don't think it'd be that good. I mean, what? You could Gold Sarcophagus, the Theosis, banish it, then you add back a banished Kashtira monster. He's going to activate the field spell. He set a monster, by the way. I just realized that. He's trying to just defend his life points. Summon out Unicorn. I'm assuming he's just going to hope for him to attack into the monster. Then Zeus effect, add a material, and then Zeus wipe the board. That's not going to happen. This should be the end of the game. Unicorn, search, activate Theosis, special summon out the Scareclaw. Okay. And then let's see what we're gonna see here. And then a number, what is that? What card? I just looked this card up. It's a moth. It's a specific moth. It's a number 28 Titanic moth. If you don't know what the card does, the card reads, it's a two level 7 monsters. It's a fire, rank 7, has 2400 attack, 2200 defense. It's an insect XC effect. We're gonna skip this right now, but we're just gonna read this card over right now real quick. This is what it looks like. Show you guys right here. Doesn't really show you what camera quality wasn't that well, but if you control no other monsters, this card can attack directly, but when it does so, using this effect, the battle damage inflicted to your opponent is halved. When this card inflicts battle damage to your opponent, you can detach one material from this card and inflict 500 damage to your opponent for each card in their hand. So, I mean, he was already left at 700. All you had to do was attack directly, and that was game. But let's just skip over into the sighting. Skip a little bit over. Let's see. It's laggy. It's taking a little long. Okay. I think right here we got it. Yep, there you go. Okay. Let's see how this goes. This game 2. So Max B won game 1. Henry B is going second. He chose to go second from what it looks like. He's got an Ash in hand, Henry B. Max Van is going to start off with a Fenrir, effective Fenrir to search. So, assuming he made his opponent go first because he wants to go up going second cards. He wants to go second and just beat over his board and then make his own board. Out resource Max Van by making him go first. And then as you can see, he assumed that Max Van was going to side cards going second. And he set 2 and passed. So, set 2 Fenrir, and that's it. Okay, so Planet Wraith is going to be activated. I feel like a really good card in this matchup is going to be Anti-Spell. I think Anti-Spell Fragrance is going to be one key card in this in the mirror match. It's going to be a very strong card because you stop Theosis, you stop the planet, and you could stop the triple tactics that people are citing now. A lot of people are going to start playing the triple not talents. I mean tasking thrust, whatever. The obscured name they choose for these cards, I swear. So, Unicorn Summon, he's going to imperm the Unicorn. And then he's going to chain Fenrir, banish the Unicorn face down. Okay. You know what's funny? The Henry B guy kind of looks like Lithium with long hair. If Lithium had long hair, that's what Lithium would look like. That's hilarious. But anyways, okay, so... And there you go. See, there goes the triple tactics, or triple tactics thrust. And I'm assuming he's going to add talents. No, change of heart. Yep, broken. Change of heart. That just seems pretty broken to search a change of heart from your deck to your hand. That seems nice. That seems pretty busted, man. Okay, so let's see. And he has talents. Okay, amazing. He's going to look at his opponent's hands. 2 evenly matched and a unicorn. Wow. Okay, so this game should be over. I mean, after you talents, you look at your opponent's hand. That's a lot of information. There's 2 talents that you're going to have to deal with. So, yeah, I mean, yeah, he made him go first. He obviously, Max Van just decided to side going second. And there goes the imperm. He can't... Oh, no, I mean, okay, yeah, so the face down imperm's activated on the Fenrir. Now change of heart, steal the Fenrir. Theosis. Now, if Theosis was able to summon the monster in attack position, this would be pretty much GG. But, nope. It is not GG yet. So, Theosis is activated. He's going to special summon. Let's see what he's going to bring out. Shouldn't be that hard, Henry B. Just bring out the unicorn, man. Shout out unicorn. So unicorn summon, unicorn effect now, search birth, I'm assuming. Birth, right? It's the only other spells that there's only Theosis and birth. I think actually no. There's other Kashtira spells, but they're not really that good, to be honest. I think they're complete garbage. But you never know. There'll be that one player that just plays them. Those little techs. You never see it coming, and it ends up winning them the game. But I didn't get to see what he searched right now. Maybe it could have been Theosis or Birth. Who knows? But he's gonna overlay all three. He's gonna just attack. He's not gonna even go for the. He's not gonna go for the Kashtira Shangria. He's just gonna play around evenly. Yep. He's gonna pass. I mean, evenly is not gonna do anything. He's gonna. I mean, there's no even. I think in Max Van's position. I mean, all he has is Unicorn and evenly. Oh, he just passed his turn. I mean, there's not much you can do. I mean, if he summons Unicorn, you could just banish it face down with the Rise Heart, and that's it. And he's gonna have to pass. 3,000 to the face. Did he not attack with the 2 Fenrir's that he had? I don't think he did. Last turn, unless somehow he skipped his battle phase. But I mean, it's fine. So he's set 1. Max, I didn't notice that he set 1. Henry B. And now he got evenly. Okay, so he's gonna activate the Rise Heart now. You gotta be careful using the Rise Heart effect to banish, because then he could end up. Max Van could end up having like a triple tactics or the thrust. But obviously, I mean, if you can tell, Henry sided out evenly matched. I mean, sided in evenly matches. You know, going second cards because he was assuming that he was gonna go second. I think Henry B would assume that he doesn't have the tactics. So yeah. So Henry B is thinking on the summon of Unicorn. He's thinking if he wants to banish it. It's a risk. I mean, if he banishes that Unicorn, he could have another Unicorn in hand to special summon. So that could be a problem. That could just literally end the game for him. Or not end the game for him, but it could put him in a very bad spot. But he's going to let it go through. He's going to search. And let's see what he grabs. He's going to grab the Birth, I believe. I think if you add Theosis and you activate it, and then Rise Heart is chained to banish the Unicorn, that would just be a GG no re. I think you don't get I don't think Theosis would resolve. But anyways, Birth is activated now. No response. Okay. It sucks that he has no other banished Kashtiras or any other Kashtiras in grave that he could use to summon Birth. So he's gonna see he had another Unicorn. Imagine if he banished a Unicorn, he would have just played around the Rise Heart pretty easily. So it's a gamble. You got to be careful when you use your one effect to banish. But he's going to use it now. He's going to banish a second Unicorn, and that should be, yep, that's a wrap. That's just it. Okay. Moving on. Game 3. Let's just skip this real quick. Okay. Game 3. We got Lithium here versus Max Van. Lithium if you had long hair. Just kidding. Shout out Lithium. But, okay. So you go with the fist bump. Game 3. And I assume Max Van's going to go first. And look at that. Look, a bunch of spells. You got to play anti-spell. A Pot of Prosperity is being activated early. I feel like you want to hold on to the prosperity if you side in like anti-spell or judgment or whatever, and you want to maybe obviously if he didn't open up any combo cards, any pieces that he needs to continue his engine, he's gonna have to activate the pot. But usually, typically, you want to go off, do your shenanigans, search, and then after that activate pot, banish the top 6, get your anti-spell, and you're set. You're set to go. You're gonna win that mirror match. Unless, obviously, you get evenly matched. And then that's going to be a terrible time. You're going to need Solemn Judgment and Anti-Spell. But I think evenly match is also an amazing card in the mirror match. So I didn't see what he grabbed. I think it was a Unicorn. And now he's going to summon the Unicorn. He's going to special summon. Okay, effect. Grab Theosis. Theosis is going to be activated. Summon out Fenrir. Fenrir effect. Same combos, same as usual. If you break their board, they're just gonna do the same thing over and over again every turn. It's pretty simple. It's a pretty basic deck. It's a simple deck. It's not complicated. It's not like Tier Elements, where Tier Elements is just activating a bunch of effects in one turn multiple times, and during your opponent's turn as well. This is pretty pretty straight line and forward. So he's thinking on what to search. He's gonna search for a Scareclaw, KASHTIRA Scareclaw. He's gonna special summon it, banishing the Theosis. He's gonna overlay all three into the Rise Heart. I don't know. I mean, people are just really scared. They like playing around. I feel like he should have just gone off. Probably playing around Nib. He's just trying to play around Nib. Nibiru was pretty good against that deck too. There's just so many cards that just hurt this deck, to be honest. I think this deck's very susceptible to a bunch of cards. Book of Eclipse, Nibiru, that new Book of Moon card, that discard one, banish two, or put two face down. Even Dark Ruler, in a sense, if you have a big board, Dark Ruler could be good. There's just a lot of cards. A lot of cards that just beat this deck. It's just yeah, you just need a lot to stop some of those side cards sometimes. You just got to learn how to play around certain cards. You got to read your opponents. This is gonna be an interesting format. But anyways, Unicorn summon, special summon from Unicorn. Okay, he's gonna attempt to activate the effect. He's gonna imperm the Unicorn. He's trying not to use a Rise Heart. And then, there you go, enemy controller. There you go. There's a side deck card. It's gonna get banished, the Unicorn, and he's gonna judgment the enemy controller, and he's still gonna be able to get the effect of Unicorn because I mean, it left the field. Imperm says target one face-up card or one face-up monster on the field, negate its effect, and that Unicorn is no longer face-up on the field, so it's gonna get to resolve. So enemy controller is just so strong against Imperm. You got to be careful when you use Imperm. You got to Imperm it on summon. And then, I mean, what is that going to do? So, now, and then there you go, triple tactics. You have, see, that anti-spell would have been so strong in this situation because, okay, so, standby phase, anti-spell. Enemy controller is dead after that. The enemy controller is dead on his turn and on Max Van's turn. So anti-spell, hopefully he sided it, maybe he sides it, maybe he doesn't, but I'm just saying in general, these KASHTIRA players are going to need to learn that they need anti-spell in the side deck. It's going to be a very strong card, this format, I feel like. And there you go, Change of Heart, Solemn Judgment again. Max Van is down to 2,000 life points. I mean, it's not looking good for Max Van. I feel like Henry B has got all the advantage that he needs. He just keeps attaching materials for the KASHTIRA a Rise Heart. So let's see what else is gonna happen. Let's see. He's gonna activate the Prosperity. I think he has two Prosperities in the hand, so he has one more Prosperity. He's gonna banish the top 6, I'm gonna assume. And the other card, I forgot what the other card was a Birth, I think. I'm not sure if you search that off the Unicorn. But we're gonna see what he gets off the top 6. Okay. A Rise Heart, or I should say Rise Heart, Raised, Pot of Prosperity, Tactics, Ash, and a Birth. So he gets nothing good off that. None of these cards are going to do anything for him this turn. He could add the field spell, but if he activates it, he's obviously going to get met with a Rise Heart. It's going to get banished. So yeah, I suggest you just add it and then just pass turn. He's going to place the other 5 to the bottom of the deck. Okay, he should just pass at this point. He has nothing else. He has no other play to do. He has no banished KASHTIRA monster, so he could activate Birth. I see like 3 spells in his hand and 1 monster or something. I'm not sure. He has 4 cards in hand. He's just gonna pass. I mean, that's just. I don't think Henry's gonna die this turn. I mean, all he has is a Rise Heart. And if Max Van just has monsters on his hand, a bunch of KASHTIRA monsters, he can't summon them. They're level 7s. He can't tribute summon them. He needs 2 monsters to tribute summon. He can't special summon them because he controls a Rise Heart. So literally all he has is that. It's just that card's dead. He could attack and make it Zeus and have a bunch of materials. But Henry B has another thrust, another tactics thrust. And what is that going to do? It's just going to end up adding talents, and then he's going to take control of that Rise Heart with a bunch of materials. And that's just going to be GG's. This should be the end of the match. Unless that set card is something like very, very strong. I mean, anti-spell. If it was anti-spell, that would have been very good, but it's not. So this should be the end of the game. Planet's going to be activated. He's going to let that resolve. Should be the end of the game right here, man. He's left at 2,000. He had just Solemn Judgment, just literally, just that Solemn Judgment literally killed him. I think Solemn Judgment is a very, I think it's a good card when you have other cards to back it up with. And there goes a Solemn Strike. He's playing Strike as well. This man is insane. Now he's left at 500 life points. This game's over. This game has to be over. There's only 12 minutes left in the clock. There's no way Henry B is going to lose this. Even though Henry B's left at 5,000, there's still... See, there goes the Tactics Thrust. Tactics Thrust going to be activated, and that's just game. See? And like, the fact that he used... There was no point of using Arise Heart, too, to attach. Because then you get met with a Tactics Thrust. Like... I mean, like, what's the whole point of adding another material? I mean, and then he just scoops. I didn't see why there was a reason to scoop, but I mean... Well, I mean, yeah, no, there is a reason why to scoop. He's going to take control of it and just attack for game. But I mean, I feel like there was no point of activating the Arise Heart to attach, because then he could have just played around. He could have played around any like triple tactics cards or anything like that. Let's say if he didn't, I would have wondered what would he have done after that. I don't know what his hand was, but let's say he didn't use the effect. Eventually, he would have to if he summoned. If he has a catch, he added a monster, correct? Right? Correct me if I'm wrong. Yep. He would have just summoned a Fenrir. I'm assuming if you search Fenrir. Yep. It would have been GG regardless. This guy just killed himself with all the Solemn cards. Anyways, guys, that's gonna be it for the video. That's gonna be it for the round 3 of YCS LYON, whatever, however you want to say it. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll upload more feature matches onto the channel, and yeah. Peace out.